go.
Okay, so first I'm going to show you how we get to the agenda. Now we've got a button on the home screen here, or we can go in via the side menu. And this is where we can see all the sessions. We can personalize these sessions by login. So if we've got different groups of people, we can only show specific sessions to those groups if needed. At an overview, we can see the date and time. We've got a thumbnail we can apply to each one. And these are expanding cards. So if you want to see who the speaker is in here, what documents are happening, we have, and what interactive elements are going on. Also, if it's a physical event, we can drop in the location. So this would be the main overview. We go into the agenda itself, and this is how we run our plenary style session, where we're providing a stream or a show for an audience. On the right here, we've got all of our interactive elements, and these are all toggleable. You can turn them off if you're not needed, but first is chat, mainly for the delegates to say, what a great comment, I'm enjoying the show. If someone posts something you like here, you can find out a bit about them and then jump through to their profile by clicking here. So you can network on the back of the chat, but it's mainly for the delegates. If you want question and answers, we can submit questions from the delegates here. Click submit, they go off to a moderator panel, it could be approved or denied. There's a few toggles on this as well. Do you want to show people's names, their companies, or we can keep it anonymous to get more interactions. If you want to send out a live poll to everybody, we could just push a live poll at any time and it will take over here. Cast your votes, and then we can bring the results up as on a slide in the live stream. Also feedback, normally submit punchy, please rate the session, please rate the content, give us any additional comments. And finally, notes. And notes works really well in virtual because we've all got a keyboard in front of us. We're seeing a lot of people use the notes section. You type away, you can even take some screen grabs and upload the photos here. You click save, go to the delegate dashboard, go to the My Notes section, hit the email, and they will go through to your inbox, timestamped in reference in a spreadsheet. So all of those interactive elements there can be turned on or off if they're not needed. And then we've got the main stream. Now, the main stream, we can produce this for you, or you could use a separate AV team and they can film you and pump a stream out through here so everyone can interact. Alternatively, you can take a Zoom call, and it only takes about 30 seconds, and a Zoom call could be coming out through us. So if you don't need high production values, smooth transitions, background music, all that stuff, you just want to take a Zoom call and stream it to 1,000 people. It's very simple to set that up, and you don't have to worry about the additional costs here. Then for our player, we've got a pop-out option. So if you need to browse around, go to a different tab, potentially, or check out your emails at the same time as watching a stream, we have the option there to do so, and we can just pop that straight back in.
Can you take us to the breakouts? To the
breakouts, of course. Okay, so then we have, so this is the main plenary style. Then we've got our round tables, and please excuse the silly photos here. We have our own round tables, which are good for up to 15 people. You have 6 people on screen at any one time. The person speaking gets the spotlight, 5 down the side of the last 5 people to speak. We can present from, we can present from in these rooms. You can share screen. And if you click on that as a user, you can make that a bit more full screen. You still have your speaker down there and thumbnail. And what you might notice, although we can change view here and have a different grid layout, we've got mute yourself, turn your camera on and off, share screen, change view. They're quite light on functionality, good for a Hangout, but they're not really Teams or Zoom. You can't record in these rooms. So if that was important, these are missing. So if these cover it, great. But if not, you can always put a Zoom link or a Teams link into a personalized agenda item like we've got here, and just hide that link behind a join meeting button. You click that, you load it into a Zoom call, have your meeting with your cameras on, close the Zoom call, you're straight back into the platform, you go to the next item in the agenda. Right. So in this respect, our platform's sort of seen as the venue, and you load out into your calls and you come back to the venue afterwards.
Can you show us the bubbles?
Cool, bubbly. Okay, we've got our new virtual networking hub right here in the menu. So we can have multiple rooms. Each room has up to 100 people, and in each room, those people can bump into each other and start video calls for up to 8 people. So we have a universal chat on the side here. Anything typed here will be visible to everybody. Above the chat button right here, if we had one playing, a live stream could be pumped into this room. We could expand this out so we could be watching a live stream while networking with up to 100 people. And then our volume controls down here mean listen to the stream, listen to the bubble of people that we're talking to. Somewhere in the middle means we get a bit of both. Now, with these rooms, there we go. It looks like someone's just joined me, and it's Charlotte. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself on here, Charlotte. That's okay. So now we're in a group of 2. We also have the option to add another 6 people to these calls. So up to 8 people in every call here. To join a call, you've just got to be close proximity to the other person. You've got a couple of seconds while the bubble completes, and then we're out and gone. Okay. Right, I'm going to close this one down right now. Oh, there we go. Okay, or while we're here, we've also got the padlock button, so we can lock the room, just prevent anyone else from joining if we're having a private conversation. Now also, I'm just going to leave you now, Charlotte, and come in here. just to show you that we've got an option to see who is in the room, and we can hot jump next to someone by clicking this button. Oh no, it's not, he's not in. Let's go to Charlotte. There we go. We've also got the mini map to show you where you are. And if I do a quick zoom around, you'll see the length and breadth of the room. It's 4,000 by 4,000 pixels, and you can have any design you like as a backdrop. We've here gone for some sort of a hangout zone, tranquility area. They're just reference points, so you can say to someone, come meet me at table 3 and let's have a chat.
But these could be potentially the principles that we could go and explore, and the whole thing feels very free form, feels quite spontaneous. You can just explore these spaces, bump into people, the sort of thing that is very difficult to do in a virtual environment. It's generally quite organized and structured, whereas this is much more free form. So there could be a tranquility area where somebody's giving a meditation or yoga techniques, all sorts of different zones. So we could have our principles in the middle, but we could equally have lots of things going around the edges where people just go and explore.
That's it. What we've tried to do, I guess, if we close this one down, from everything that we have on offer via the attendee list, we can do text-based chat. If I go into my colleague James here, so you've got text-based chat as standard. If you need to, we can turn on video calls so you can have one-to-one chats with attendees. We've then got the round tables for group chat sessions, but then they're scheduled and put into the agenda. And then finally, with the bubbling option, we have the ability to let people mill about on their own, free form, go and start chats with whoever you want. So hopefully ticking a box for every bit of networking that we offer.
Brilliant. Thank you for taking us through that.
Okay.